10 of the most shocking numbers from Donald Trump's historic election victory by Michael Snyder. I'm absolutely stunned by what I just witnessed. After everything that has transpired over the past 8 years, he's back. Donald Trump has capped the greatest political comeback in U.S. history by winning the 2024 presidential election. We were told that the polls were very tight and that it would be a very close election, but that was not the case at all. The votes were counted much more quickly this time around. The election was decided in less than 24 hours, and I think that was a good thing for our country. Of course, that does not mean that the days ahead will be smooth. There will likely be much more turmoil, and that will be extremely unfortunate. But at least for this moment, we can hope that leaders on both sides will try to bring us together and unify the country. I really wish that Kamala Harris would have conceded immediately. It was the right thing to do, and I think that she will regret putting it off. But as I told my readers ahead of time, I had a hard time imagining her actually conceding on election night. She fully expected to win, and now she must be absolutely devastated. I've been watching the voting results come in for hours, and I was still having trouble processing what just happened. To me, the following are the 10 most shocking numbers from Donald Trump's historic election victory. Number 1, as I write this article, Donald Trump has a lead of more than 5 million votes nationally. Trump is going on to win the popular vote, and that is something that very few of the experts anticipated. Number 2, New York was called very early, but it was actually a big story. Right now, Kamala Harris only has a lead of less than 12% in that state. I was stunned by the margin that was so close. Number 3, New Jersey was not supposed to be close, but it was. As I write this, Trump trails Kamala Harris by less than 5 points. Number 3, I told my readers that whoever won Pennsylvania would win the election, and that's exactly what happened. But Trump was not supposed to win it by nearly 200,000 votes, which he did. Number 4, the vote in Wisconsin was so close in 2016, and it was so close in 2020. But with 93% of the vote in, Trump is leading by 4 full percentage points. Number 5, Michigan was supposed to be insanely tight too, but with 81% of the votes in, Trump is leading by nearly 7 points. Number 6, do you remember that poll that came out just before the election that showed Kamala Harris up by 3 points in Iowa? Well, with 97% of the vote in, Trump is up by almost 14 points in Iowa. Number 7, after Kamala Harris put Tim Walz on the ticket, Minnesota was supposed to be a cakewalk for the Democrats. Instead, they are winning it by less than 6 points. Number 8, hardly anyone even mentions Illinois on election night, but with 91% of the vote in, Kamala Harris is only up by 4.2 points. Number 9, the margin of victory in Nevada is larger than the margin of victory in Illinois. At this point, Trump is up by 4.7 points in that state. Number 10, abortion was on the ballot in 10 states, and a majority of voters cast their ballots for the pro-choice position in 9 of those 10 states. That was a huge victory for the Democrats, an enormous loss for the country as a whole. So what is ahead? I will write more about that tomorrow. But I did want to mention that chaos started to erupt on the streets of Seattle even before Trump was officially declared winner. Breaking, Seattle PD arrested several members of Black Bloc Antifa wreaking havoc on election day, shut down Seattle. Antifa defied orders to get out of the road, resulting in at least 4 arrests. This election is not the end, it's just the beginning. Global events are going to start moving so rapidly now, and there will be many more surprises in the days ahead. This is by Michael Snyder on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. About the author, Michael Snyder's new book, Why, is available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 8 other books available on Amazon, including Chaos, End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophets of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog,
end of the American dream and the most important news, and he always freely, happily allows others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.